Hi everyone, it's the Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Last episode, we had to shove everybody into this room because of a heat wave and to try to save them, otherwise they would have died. We also welcomed a new guy. His name is Fester. He's right there. He has some sort of unknown past that we were trying to figure out. And again, we're just hunkering down, trying to get through this heat wave. We currently have no food. And we need to get our cooks out here to harvest. Otherwise, we're going to die from starvation. But if we go out, we may die from a heat wave. So to understand how we got here, check out the link above. For now, let's play. Okay, so we definitely need to let them out because we have some food, some rice right here. So maybe they can do a little bit of cooking. They were all ready to get out of that room. Zyph is here just cloud watching in a thunderstorm. Martin is going to beat a fire out. Fester is beating a fire out. Good, great. Fluff is going to help him. And Phil's going to harvest a rice plant. Perfect. So last episode we were presented with a couple of quests. We need to try to figure out if we want to do them or not. Volcanic Winter for pay. Kalinkus Nasare wants us to allow him to deposit a layer of ash which will reduce sunlight and harm the ecosystem. We're going to avoid this one. We're going to delete it. We're not doing this one. Then we also have a secret installation investigation. This will include a little bit of information about that free auto pistol, which is the hunt for the relic, which will give us an auto pistol. We're definitely going to do that one. I'm just not sure how we're going to actually do that. Little fire over there. Somebody will go beat it out, I'm sure. We're still in a heat wave. Indoors is 70, is 81. Outdoors is 120. They're going in and out, so it's kind of messing things up a little bit, but this cooler will be able to maintain it. They'll be okay. They won't die from heat stroke at least. Worst case scenario, I'll be able to turn some of these into medical beds. Which makes me think this is going to ultimately be our fridge. Maybe our hospital needs to be the place where we hunker down, if anything. Which means we need a dedicated air conditioner for the hospital. And so how about we put an air conditioner right here? No, let's think about this. So we want this. We want a door. This is going to be a medical closet. So I think we were talking about that last time, about how I wasn't sure if I was going to have a medical closet and a bigger leather area. It's getting a little cramped because now this storage area is dedicated. So this storage area right here is for textiles, which will feed the crafters up here. This medical closet will be for the hospital. So how do I get an air conditioner into the hospital without moving everything else? It's saying there's no acceptable place for those components. I thought I did that here. I guess not. Phil, why are you pushing yourself to harvest if you're in such a bad mood? So we have to send 3 colonists to that area. That's going to be rough on who to pick. I think Fester. He has a bolt-action rifle, but he's really bad at shooting. It's just that I really don't care if he dies, though while he's there, he'll be able to transmute steel and that sort of thing, so that might be good. So I think we need to bring Fester. I think we need to bring... I don't want to bring our doctor. I don't. Our doctor stays here. Phil. We'll bring Martin because I know he'll be able to use his shout thing, his war call, if we need to. And maybe we bring Zyph because he's really good at shooting. Phil passed out again. Okay. Come on, Phil. It's 135 out. 98 indoors, so it's still pretty rough indoors. Fluff, after you do that, can you haul this food to this place right here so that they can... Yeah. Thank you, Fluff. Just do it, Fluff. I don't need to say please and thank you. Who's outdoors right now? Martin, what are you up to? Martin's harvesting. Not necessary, actually. Let's cancel all that. We have crops now. Let's save all that agave and all the berries and stuff. Save all that. In fact, I'm going to cancel everything that's around the map that I've kind of randomly done. Because they keep going off and doing weird things. We're okay there. Okay. Good. Good, good. Yeah, Zyph, why don't we do this? Can't work on that because of the sandstone. Can you deconstruct all this? Let's do a quick calculation because we're going to need to really think about it. This heat wave's getting rough. And they're getting hot indoors. So I need to get to a point where I can lock this door, which means I need this room, this kitchen, to also be something that's blocked off. So I need 5 sandstone blocks times... So I need about 50 blocks and 25 wood. Fluff, after you haul that, I need you to haul that. Zyph, I need 50, which means you need to deconstruct about 25 of these, actually. So... we're going to hope that he gets a few with 3 instead of just 2. He's good on all of his stats here, so he should be able to do all of this right now and not complain. Hey, Shah. How you doing? How's the heat treating you? You seem okay. All right. Okay, this is going to be good. After he does that, he'll be able to work on all of these walls. I think his working speed actually is impacted by the fact that there's no light too. Probably Phil fell down. Of course he did. Who can pick him up? Martin, you want to go grab Phil? Roof collapse? A roof has collapsed because it's too far away from any support. These things will crush sandstone blocks. Okay. Did not realize that. We're going to remove the roof. Colonist needs rescue again? Phil, again? You know what? I'm letting him crawl to bed. It'll build character. Don't go out in a heat wave if you keep falling down. Alright, Zyph, if you get this room filled up, or completed. So he lays down in bed for a second. and then immediately goes back outside, and he's gonna pass out again. There he is. He barely made it back. Again, I'm letting him crawl. Nobody's gonna get you. I gotta lock them all in this room though. That's a problem, so. Let there be light. There we go. Fluff is hauling. Scythe is building. Scythe, your needs are fine. Missing sandstone blocks. Build that wall, please. One more wall. One more wall. And this is then a kitchen. It's a kitchen. It's very dirty. All right, who's not in here? Everybody's getting in here. Scythe, go save Phil. Fluff, haul, rescue Phil. Fester's cooking. Martin's asleep. All right, everybody's getting back in here. Fluff is bringing in the rice. Is everybody accounted for? Wait, we're missing somebody. Where's Fester? You playing horseshoes? Go over here. Okay. These 3 doors are now blocked. They can't use them. That door will be open. Outdoors is 133. In the refrigerator, it's 97. And in the kitchen, it's 121. This door is going to open in a second when somebody walks through. Fester, can you clean the whole kitchen? I don't have wood floors, and the kitchen's still dirty. It's gonna have to be okay for now. All right, 96 indoors in the barracks, 110 in the kitchen, 137 outside, which is deadly. Kitchen is slightly dirty now. Okay, getting better. This is the roof. Extract that tree. I just chop it down. I don't remember whose bedrooms were whose. So. And we do need another bedroom now. We need 6. I'll plan that out while they're locked in that room. All right. Well, while they're in here and the heat wave's going, we have 19 meals. Fester has done a great job with that. I think the electric stove has something to do with it. There's no downtime. Refueling with wood. The rice has been in the fridge right here, in large part thanks to Fluff. And so they just have to go back and forth right here. We have rice ready to be harvested there and already harvested laying in the field. That'll survive. That'll be okay. Cotton, 30% grown. Rice has to be close to getting up. 3 days. I'm noticing that that's sand underneath the door. Which means after I do all my floors, I'm going to need to really evaluate what floors are missing maybe. Or maybe we should make a decision that every doorway has something specific. So I know I did granite for the hallways, marble for the main dining room. I think I was doing slate for other things, except for bedrooms, which will eventually have carpet. So if hallways have granite, then doorways should have granite. Makes sense? Makes sense. Okay, I think we're set. You know, this refrigerator's floor is sand. Didn't even know it. That needs to be slate. We're good on food. The heat wave is still happening. This kitchen will also make slate. Once the weather breaks, Phil is going to be going between harvesting and creating tile. So that'll be good. We have things that are deteriorating in here because it's outdoors. And no roof? Why is it no? Oh, I had on a roof a second ago and he can't get to it yet. When is this heat wave going to be over? Zyfe just got mad at something. What happened? Zyfe slandered Fluff's hair? Apparently Gabby was hurt. Heat stroke made Gabby collapse feebly. I didn't even know that happened to you. Shaw, you okay? Let's see. Shaw is... He's alright. She's alright. All right, well, what are we thinking? Since these guys are waiting out the heat wave, maybe I send them off. Maybe I send 3 of them off on that mission because we have 13 food, so whoever's left will have at least 3-4 days of food. We have rice. Who did I say I was bringing? I was bringing Martin for sure. Zyfe because they're the best shot. And Fester because we don't know what his special abilities are. Let's just make a decision and go for it. Quests. Secret installation investigation. We're going to accept. And there you go. There's a shuttle landing right there. Leaving in 24 hours. Fester, get in the shuttle. Martin, get in the shuttle. And Zyfe. Get in the shuttle, say goodbye to everybody. You may never see them again. Philip, get back in there. Nobody's there to rescue you anymore. Phil. He's infuriating. He wants to go out and just collapse. All right, they took off. Where'd they go? Guys, where'd you go? Is there like an indicator of where they went? Oh, here we go. Generating map for new encounter. The shuttle has arrived. They're off the shuttle. Okay. First of all, where are they? I don't know where they are. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter. Let's assess the situation. Looks like a foresty, more foresty area. Marble, whole bunch of marble. Some water. Limestone. We know what limestone looks like from the great limestone debacle of episode 6, maybe. And then we got this granite wall. And we got an ancient fence. So I wonder if it makes sense to kind of make a quick little base. So what do we need to actually do? I assume we need to get into this building. We have a steel wall, which is going to be hard to get into, and a granite wall. We have a door, which would be the very obvious place to start. Which tells me we need kind of like a forward base. And this right here is almost inviting you to do that. So let's go here. We don't have any food. We don't have anything like that. So that may be... Oh, he could transmute steel. I wonder if that means he could transmute a steel wall. We'll see that later. There's some things here. Yeah, I think we're okay just to kind of have like a little wall here. A little spot. It's all steel. I'm wondering if we should make a little base. Should we make a little base? We should make a little base. The heat wave's over. Great. Let's get back over here. Set these guys up because they're going to be doing other stuff while I'm doing other things with these other people. Let's make sure we have fluff to haul. And he can also cook. Phil can cook. Fluff is going to haul. All right, they should be okay for at least a few days. So, what animals? That's right. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. So we have, what do we have on this? A wild boar, a guinea pig, some raccoons. Is the wild boar the most ferocious? They do 2.91 DPS. I don't see their health anywhere. Maybe it's not on here. But they do 2.91 DPS. What's a ram do? 2.46. Boomilope. 2.87. Alpaca's going to be low. 2.32. A yak. 2.36. How about a lynx? 3.72. But I also assume that they have less health. It would be nice to get this lynx on our side. And it's right there too. I think we're just going to go ahead and go for it. Their needs are all met, I think. There's an ancient bed. I should have brought medicine, but I didn't. All right, change of plans. We're going to get this lynx on our side just in case. Can I build traps? Remember, that's what we wanted to do last time. Security. Spike trap. Yeah, I could definitely make some spike traps. But how am I going to funnel them? So here's a barricade I can make. A waist-high barrier for use as cover from incoming shots. Barricades are ugly, but provide better cover than other low objects. So I need basically some wood. Where's the weak spot here? Now I see on the other side here something green. That indicates to me not to go there. So how about we could retreat around here if we needed to. We're going to go here. We're going to chop down some wood. Make a little tunnel. Right there. Put a whole bunch of traps. And see what happens. I mean, you're getting way too close to this. Hopefully you don't trigger something. Okay. Let's take away their cover if anybody comes out. We don't want them to having the cover like that we're going to have. So get rid of these trees. Get rid of that. Zyph is probably not somebody who can chop down trees. Is that the problem? Zyph, let's give you plant cut temporarily. Everybody should be able to harvest a tree. Let's make a wooden wall. Right there. Now, there's a chance that we'll step on the spikes traps then, though. So how do I avoid that? Let me think that through for a second. If I put a spike trap here, we make the door here. I could stand here and hit it. Maybe that's how I could do that. Make it almost like a tunnel. Something like that. And then if I do this, and I think that they'll always want to go the path of least resistance. So if I make a door, they're going to go the spike way. All right, how much wood do I need? 125. What's that, 205? All right. I mean, something like 265, I think. Quick math. All right, you can go back to constructing. He's so slow, plant cut. Zyph is. Yeah. Zyph, how about you get to constructing? He's cloud watching. All right, I think I do need to pay. You've discovered an ancient terminal with info about the free auto pistol. Oh, Fester just went in here. Fester. First of all, how did you even get in there? You just walked in. Just walked in. Okay, well, I guess I was afraid for nothing. So, how do you hack a terminal? An ancient computer terminal can be hacked to reveal long-forgotten information. I mean, I assume you need intelligence. I don't know what's the right stat for that. We're going to disallow all that because I don't care right now about that. Who's my most intellectually gifted one? Zyph is. So Zyph, hack it. So Fester, I think you need to stop. You're just roaming around like there's no problem here. At least wait for Martin. So Zyph is going to hack. He's hacking 3 out of 84. His hacking speed is 98%. Just out of curiosity, what is Martin's hacking speed? 79%. Fester's is 49%. Okay, so it must have to do with intellect. We'll go to the rest of this thing, the hermetic crate. I actually kind of think I want to block those 2 doors and let them do whatever they want for a minute. While Zyph is hacking this. He's doing a pretty good job. Fester is wandering. Here's another terminal. And corpses. All right. Dried blood, so it's old. So we're hacking the terminals and doing a pretty good job at it. Even though they're slower, I think they need to actually work on one. What's his needs? His sleep. All right, let Martin sleep. He's cleaning up. Fester, I don't need you wasting time cleaning up, but I also don't want to mess up my priorities for when he goes back, so how about you just hack this terminal instead? Like, do a little bit of that. Zyph, what happened to him? He's sleeping immediately? Okay, so we did 1 out of 4 terminals. He's slow at it, but it's better than nothing. What's that? Outlander pollution clearance. Exochrome Archotechnist, Cavelorn Cave Hunter of Shalonla has a special request. Someone has dumped an abundance of toxic waste packs near one of his settlements and he is unable to safely store them. If you accept, Cave will deliver 90 toxic waste packs by transport pod. If not kept frozen, toxic waste packs will dissolve over time and pollute the nearby terrain. I am entirely not doing that. And I deleted it, so I can't even consider it. Or change my mind on it, I should say. An ancient comms console. Okay, apparently it's useless. I think if I deconstructed it, though, I'll at least get a component. I don't want to deconstruct the terminals, though. I'll let them sleep. You know, I'm wondering, it looks like we were supposed to be able to have food. They were supposed to give us food. They didn't give us food. Where's food? Is there no food on this map? Let's discover that now before we have an emergency situation. I don't see food. Except for this little guinea pig. But I don't see any vegetation. There's heel root. Oh, here's some berries. I don't want to go all the way there for berries. It's got to be closer berries. There's some. All right, there's some. Harvest those, and in fact, I would prefer Martin does that. So that way they have something to eat in a second, because they're all going to be hungry. Their food is going down, so they're definitely going to get hungry. Zeif, you are getting terrible rest, but look, Festra's doing pretty good. Terminal hack 2 out of 4. Oh, Fester has 9 packaged survival meals on him. Okay, so abort the berries. He could drop those packages. I guess that's how they handle it. They give them all food. All right. So now it's just a patience kind of thing. Fester, where are you headed? Cleaning dried blood. No, you're not doing that. You're going to go in this room and see what's going on. There's scattered documents. Can't do anything with those. That is an ancient crate. You're getting a little far away from the group. So let's go back here. Open this. Looks like a big room. That's an ancient unstable fuel node. Large fire explosion if damaged. How about in here? This is an ancient generator. Let's head this way. So far we're okay. There's the last terminal. What is that? That's a ragged uniform. Phil tried to convert Fluff to his ideology, and this led to a social fight. Okay, so they're fighting right now. You guys are really doing this right now? Well, okay, so Fluff knocked out Phil. Now you're gonna rescue him. You just beat him up, and now you're gonna rescue him, and you're also gonna tend to him, because that was just what are you doing? And she's also tending to him. Okay, so there was trouble back at home. Oh, whoa! I looked away for 1 second. There's a fire. Can we put out the fire? Everybody get up. Fires. Zyph is incapable of fighting fires. Okay. Get this last terminal then. Because I would bet something else is going to blow up. It's going to blow up. Something is, at least. Put out these fires. He's being burned by superheated air. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. Out. Is there anything in this room that we need to look at? No. Okay, so there's nothing in here that we need to look at. Zyph is going to handle the last of this terminal. Fester, you're about to get blocked in, so let's get you here. Martin, let's get you here. How bad are you hurt? You have a burn on your torso. Can you self-tend? Do you know how to do that? And if you do you have any medicine on you? See, so you don't have any food on you, but Fester did. Zyph has no food on him. He has medicine. So we're going to drop some medicine. Fester's going to drop some meals. Martin, you're gonna eat this meal. And then I want you to pick up one medicine. And I want you to tend. Tend yourself. So that burn doesn't cause issues. Okay. Burn is good. Fester is resting. Martin's going to pick up all of the packaged meals and all of the medicine. Zyph is hacking away, and he's almost done. You've discovered secret information about free auto pistol. Get back on the shuttle to launch it. What happens if we open this crate? I shouldn't say that. Let's sleep for a second, everybody. Open this crate. Just curious. Probably a bad idea. Contains nothing. This is probably not worth the risk. So let's see. If I deconstruct that crate, do I get anything special? Nope. How about if I deconstruct this comms console? Go ahead and do that. Hack to drop supplies. Oh, okay. Hack that, Zyph. An ancient supply satellite has been activated. Supplies will drop nearby. What's all that? Oh, some clothes. Great. We have a huge fire here. You two need to get... Let's just get out. Actually, our escape is being blocked here. So let's get rid of this wall. Okay, we can get out of this wall. I had wanted to look at some other things in here, but that's okay. I think it's important for us to get... Let's get the clothing. Where did it drop? Yeah, I don't care about the fire here. Let that go. Where did those I lost it. Where did those pods drop? I thought it was over here. Let's look a little more closely, I guess. I mean, I don't know where those clothes went. Where'd they go? They completely disappeared. I know somebody watching this is thinking they're right there and I've passed them a million times or something, but I just can't. I don't see them. Oh, there they are, right here. Should have zoomed in a little more to see the text. Gotta remember that for next time. Okay. Pick him up. We'll bring him back. Okay, is there anything I need to get on my way out? What about these lamps? If you deconstruct it, do you get a component? No? I was hoping to get a component of some sort. Alright, let's get out of here. There's probably something else we could have done, but I don't want to risk losing the shuttle. So, go ahead. Successful mission if you get back in. There you go. Quest completed. Okay. Welcome back. You're playing horseshoes over here? That's gotta go away. Oh, the heat wave's over, so why do we have all these beds in here still? Ooh, where did they all sleep? I forgot where they all were living. I don't think it matters. They weren't attached to it anyway. Zyph, I'm thinking you're here. Rice, you're actually in this medical bed. Does anybody need to be tended? Is Fluff okay? Everything's alright? She didn't tend herself. When's Rice waking up? One day. One day. And we're going to find out what is going to happen with the research speed. Martin's actually researching right now. You have nothing better to do? Did I mess up anything when we were over there? I made Zeif into a cook. No, that's not what I did. I gave them all plant cut. That's what I did. Okay. Well, Zeif is, Martin is researching. I mean, it's been weeks since anybody's actually done any kind of research. Okay. All right, Rice. One day until we meet you. Fester is harvesting. I really don't want him to harvest. Why are you harvesting? Plant cut's not one of your things. Is this one of your I don't follow the rules kind of stuff? Slothful? Need more sandstone. Let me flag. I did flag all this. I'm wondering why. I mean, I'm flagging this and Zeif is not actually deconstructing it. He'd rather do everything else. Are all the beds moved yet? No, Fester needs to move too. And Fluff. Why is Phil in bad shape? He's rough. I'm going to need to really think about how I handle him. You know what? He's unhappy about these flak pants that he's wearing. So now he's naked. He has uncovered groin, but that's one less of an issue. So I don't want Fluff there. I want Fluff. She is going to be here by the hospital. Martin's good as general purpose. Am I missing a bed? Here's bed. Just didn't see it. Okay, so Fluff's there. Fester is going to be... Rice is going to be by Fester. By Fluff, I mean. Fester is going to be over here by himself, kind of, sort of. Martin, Zeif, and then Phil. Phil's moving is even worse now. It's 0.77. I guess because he got hurt. He's a major break risk. "17 hours until Rice wakes up." I don't know if I have enough steel to make a power conduit all the way over here. Phil is just not in good shape. Fester, you still have those, You do, you still have those things on you. Pretty sure Martin had one on him. Phil, we'll get you that in a second. There's no power for this hospital. Alright, so we're dropping the slice caps. He's super slow, Phil is. I think I need light. So I may have made this base a little too big, but once it's built, it's going to be great. I don't have enough wood to just have torches everywhere, so I need to make lamps. Which is fine, but I still then need to build these power conduits. And I don't know if I have enough power. Enough steel. I have 114 steel. Well, actually, wait a second before I do what I just did. Okay, so we should be okay. I was thinking that if it wasn't in a wall that the wire would catch fire or something. There's a torch in the hospital. It just has to be built. Okay. Hey, Rice. You're waking up in 3 hours in a room on a bed that's on sand with a torch. Okay. She's about to wake up. We're about to see. We're about to see what Rice is all about. We have tended to her for 30 days. She has paralytic abasia. We tried to administer Glitterworld medicine on her to wake her up early. We failed, probably because it was in the middle of a dark hospital. And Fluff wound up cutting off her left shoulder by mistake and injuring her right leg. So we're about to have her wake up here in 38 seconds and meet her. So tune in next time to find out what Rice is all about. See you then.